What's going on, you guys? My name is Zach Hartley, and in this video I'm going to explain what a CDR is and why it might be a better option for you than fractional shares. Here is everything you need to know. Let's go. Okay, so a CDR stands for Canadian Depository Receipt, and this represents shares of global companies, but the CDRs are traded in Canada on a Canadian stock exchange. And so when you go out and buy a CDR, it is very similar to buying shares in a global company in a different country, but the unique thing is that it's traded in Canadian dollars on a Canadian exchange, and that brings it a couple of nice features. Number one, and the biggest feature and the biggest advantage here, is that there is no need to pay any currency fees. So when you have to buy a US security using Canadian dollars, you first have to convert those Canadian dollars into US dollars, and there's usually a fee associated with that. And when you buy a CDR, you don't have to pay that fee. The second advantage to a CDR is that it is currency hedged. So for instance, when you buy Amazon and the stock goes up by 10%, but the US dollar falls by 10% in relative strength to the Canadian dollar, your position is going to come out even. However, when you buy a CDR, it is currency hedged, which means when the stock goes up, your CDR goes up as well. The other nice advantages about buying a CDR is that you get flow-through dividends. So if the company that your CDR represents pays and issues a dividend, you will receive that dividend if you hold a CDR. You also receive voting rights. So if you hold enough CDRs to represent one share, you do get to cast a vote. And the big advantage of these CDRs is that they usually start at around $20. So if you want to buy Shopify, which is over $1,000, or if you want to buy Amazon, which is over $3,000, you can buy the CDR starting at usually around $20 right now. So this is a huge advantage, and here is an example that we are going to walk through. So Amazon shares right now, Amazon trades in the US on the US exchange, and the shares currently trade at $3,376. Now if you go onto Wealthsimple, you can buy one full share for $3,300, or you can buy a fractional share. That is going to give you part of an Amazon share, but you're still going to have to pay some currency fees. Now the other option here is to buy the Amazon CDR, the Canadian Depository Receipt, and the advantage here is that you don't have to pay the currency fees, and it's only $21.21. You can buy as many or as little of these as you want, but most people can usually afford a $21 investment, and so this is really nice. But my question to you is, and the example that we're going to walk through here is, if you invest $2,000 into Amazon, which one will cost less in fees? And so obviously you want to invest $2,000 of your hard-earned money, but you can't afford one full share of Amazon USD. And so you are either left with the choice of buying the CDR or the fractional shares. Now, if you buy the fractional shares and you invest $2,000, you have to pay the conversion fee. And on Wealthsimple, that conversion fee is 1.5%. So that means it's going to cost you $30 to buy and roughly $30 to sell, depending on the price that you sell at. The total cost of buying those fractional shares is going to cost you $30. On Wealthsimple, it's commission free, but you do have to pay that conversion fee, and it's going to cost you $30 to invest $2,000 into Amazon fractional shares. Now, let's say that you take the other option and you buy the CDR and you invest $2,000 into that CDR. Well, the advantage here is that you don't have to pay a conversion fee, and there's absolutely no commissions on that investment. And so the cost to invest $2,000 into the Amazon CDR, as long as you do it in a multiple of that $21 there, is going to be absolutely $0. And so this is a huge advantage, and it allows Canadians to buy and own and hold US securities without the cost of currency conversion, and being able to do it at a price of like $21 is absolutely fantastic. And just to prove it to you, I went through and bought one share on Wealthsimple. So here's the quote, $21.21, and here is the confirmation page, $21.21 with $0 commissions, and I am keeping my Canadian dollars in Canadian dollars. And so just by buying through the CDR instead of the fractional shares, if we were to invest $2,000, we would have saved $30 just based on that choice right there, which would have been a really, really nice little bonus. Now, how do you find CDRs and what companies are available? Well, right now, it seems like it's mostly the big companies that are available. So as you can see, here's my screenshot from Wealthsimple, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Visa, PayPal, bunch of companies here. And then right here on Questrade Mobile, you can see that it's got very similar companies and maybe a couple of more. And so this is where we are at right now in the world of CDRs. But if you want to own any of the big US tech stocks, you can probably find a CDR that represents them, and you can save yourself a whole lot of money on currency conversions. You can still keep that dividend. You get to maintain your voting rights, keep your Canadian dollars in Canadian dollars, and you can get in for like usually multiples of around $20, which is absolutely fantastic. So I highly recommend CDRs to anybody that is getting started. Definitely try it out with Wealthsimple or Questrade, and the links are down underneath this video if you want to sign up for either one of them. Wealthsimple will give you, I think, $25 in free stocks, and Questrade will give you $50 in free commissions. So definitely check it out if you are looking for a platform, and if you're interested in learning a little bit more about how to invest and what stocks to invest in, then definitely check out my completely free course on Skillshare. It's called Stock Market Fundamentals. It's 10 hours long, and it will walk you through step by step everything you need to know to get started in the stock market, and it's completely free. If you use the link in the description to this video, sign up with that link, you get 2 weeks of free access to the entire platform. Take my 10-hour course, cancel the subscription in under 2 weeks. You won't pay a single penny for it, and I promise you it'll be the best free resource that you can find online. There's over 9,000 students that have gone through the course, over 340 reviews, and 1.4 million minutes of watch time. I highly recommend it, and I promise you, you will not regret it. You'll definitely learn something, and if you get any value out of this video, please remember to click that like and subscribe button. I sincerely appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Good luck trading, good luck investing, and we'll talk to you soon.